you're not able to record, are you?
See? No, I need your permission on that one.
Okay, I'll record
Yeah.
on the computer. Okay.
All right.
So, hi everybody. Thank you so much for coming on this webinar to find out how you can use these essential oils for sleep and relaxation. We just want to introduce ourselves. So Sonia and I are co-hosting today, and we will both introduce ourselves. So I'm a nutritional therapist, and I've been using doTERRA for 3 years now, and I absolutely love them. I'm able to help so many people with these oils on a day-to-day basis, and that's my passion in life, you know, to help people. And with nutritional therapy, it's long-term and it's a lifestyle change, and with essential oils, that's also a lifestyle change, but you can have more immediate results. And that's why I feel that nutritional therapy and essential oils go so well together. And we wanted to bring you this today to show you how these can help with your sleep, and you know how you can use them during the day as well to help you for your you know, for better quality sleep in the evening. So I'll hand over to Sonia.
Okay, thank you, and thank you, Jay. So I'm Sonia Barnes, and I'm also a nutritional therapist, but also a well-being coach. Now, I've been using oils for quite some time now, and I've always said that every home should have these essential oils. Just like we have a little medicine chest with all, you know, pain relief, or you know, stomach upset, you have something in your cupboard to reach for. I always say that every home should have these essential oils because they are very, very useful. As we just heard testimonies from the attendees just now, who said, you know, they're using the oils on a daily basis. I've always said this, that if I had to pack a bag and run away for some strange reason, I would be taking my oils with me, because that's how much I'm attached to these oils. So let's just talk about the essential oils. I mean, of course, I use them a lot. I introduce clients to them as well too, because I think they go hand in hand with nutrition and caring for yourself and caring for the body. So what we eat, we give our, you know, we eat good food, right, to give us strength and to support the body. And equally, these oils are more or less like herbs, because they are herbs. So we just go a little bit more into explaining how we can use them for sleep. Okay, so we know essential oils have been around for centuries, for many years. And of course, people use them for various different reasons, for ceremonies, whatever. But we specifically want to talk to you this evening about how can we use them for sleep. Next slide. Move the next slide for me, Jay. So, you know, the question is, are you sleep deprived? Are you getting enough sleep? So, you know, is it Nancy Fawn and also Shanti, are you getting enough sleep? Are you sleeping well? No, we've been locked down within COVID is going on and all these pressures around us. You know, we're concerned about our lives, we're concerned about our family, we're concerned about work, how we're getting on, worried about what tomorrow holds, not quite sure, you know, is Corona going to come back again full force? And so we are worried about things. We're constantly thinking about things. But that sleep deprivation also have a negative impact on us. And if we think losing sleep is only about feeling cranky, feeling, you know, tired, it's far more than that. Because not having a good night rest impacts on how our body consumes food, how we process food, how we feel in ourselves. Sometimes maybe we're on medication from the GP, but not having enough sleep will impact negatively on how that medication will work on the body as well. Our memory as well. So we are able to retain things and to recall information. Sometimes you may think to yourself, okay, I've gone into the cupboard to get some salt, but I noticed that your juice that's supposed to be in the fridge is in your cupboard. Because, you know, memory, not remembering where you put things up so safely, so careful, but when time to recall where you actually put the stuff, you just can't remember where. And it's all to do with not getting enough sleep and the memory, not recalling things, and things about brain fog. You're trying to, you know, remember things, you just can't remember anything. So sleep deprivation is crucial, and, you know, it influences weight loss, as we can see on the screen, learning, motivation, how we feel, that get up and go, that motivates you to do things. We don't have that. The reaction time, we may be driving and you're driving, you're hitting the curb. Whilst driving, thinking, okay, I need to, steady myself and focus. That all impacts negatively when we don't get enough sleep in the night. And I know sleep, the hours of sleep can be very different for each of us. Some people definitely need to get 7 hours, or else they definitely cannot function. Some can function on 5 hours, but then it depends on what time of the night you're going to bed. Is it before 12 or is it after 12 o'clock? So sleep is very important to us. Next slide, Jay. So need help falling asleep? I always say to clients as well to eat a healthy diet. Create the environment in the room where, the TV's off before sleep, if you have a television in your room, that is. What about the gadgets that we're using as well too? The mobile phones or the tablets, don't take them to the bedroom, don't take them to the bed because they will interrupt the cycle of sleep. Try and relax the body before bed, whether that could be a shower or a bath, and a regular exercise all help with bringing on sleep. We have the hormones, sleep hormones, melatonin and serotonin, and the melatonin usually starts around about 2 o'clock in the day in terms of the sleep cycle. So we talk about the circadian rhythm, the cycle, the natural body cycle that the body works with. So that hormone comes on. Now, if that hormone is depleted or slow to act from 9, 10 o'clock at night, hence why sometimes we go to bed, but we're wide awake, not able to sleep. So we need to reset that internal clock and have like a natural time every evening, even on weekends, to go to bed. So essential oils are one of those things that we can use in order to have a restful sleeping environment. Next slide. So what's the science behind essential oil in sleep? How do they interact? What is it? So we can inhale the oil. There's a positive association, because when we inhale the oil, so each oil have some chemical components particular to that oil. And when we inhale them, the brain kicks in and recalls the information, recall that smell. Sometimes you walk into somewhere, you have a smell, oh, that smell reminds me of something. It's because the brain have recorded that. So when you smell that again, you come across that fragrance, it recalls a memory of where you applied that smell to, whatever it was, occasion, situation, whatever it is. So the sleep internal response encourages a restful night of sleep, and that repeats, it goes on. So we need those oils, essential oils, to help to bring on sleep. So that's the science behind it. Every oil has a component in it, chemical component, specifically to that oil. Now I've got my hand here, I've got lavender, and as someone said, that's her favorite one. We spoke about that earlier. Now, lavender brings on sleep. It brings on a calming effect on the body. And as we discussed before, the oils, you have oils that are calming, some are like fiery oils, invigorating oils that get you moving, and some, but definitely lavender is a calming one. We have cooling oil, soothing oil as well, warming oil. But that's how the brain recognizes oil, and of course the senses in the nervous system switches on, and then you get this calm and relaxing time that brings on sleep. Next slide. So which essential oils can help with sleep? Now we've got a list here. And one of my favorite, I have to say, is lavender. On the list that's in front of us here. Lavender, vetiver, of course, clary sage, frankincense, cedarwood. I normally diffuse cedarwood and lavender together. I've got my cedarwood somewhere in my stash here. And also a couple of drops of breathe or air, depends on what kit you've got. I normally diffuse that in the room before bed. So when I go into the room, the aroma is there and it brings that calm to me in order to fall asleep. So it's relaxing. And I'm sure Jay probably have her favorite one, but we can discuss it a bit later on. She's going to tell us more about some of the other oils that are very useful to bring on sleep. So like you see the wood is warming oil to the wood, and it's woody on its own. I don't like diffusing on its own. That's why I add my lavender to it, because the lavender is very light and kind of florally smell. I know all of us here must have used this one here before. So of course, it's very conducive to a peaceful sleep. Next slide, Jay. So how do we use and promote essential oils for sleep? We spoke about that with diffusing it. What about a bath or a shower? You have your bath and you put a couple drops of your favorite oil. And as I said, we spoke about the various oils which are specifically for sleep. So it's frankincense, lavender, cedarwood, vetiver, that helps to bring on calmness. What about our pillows as well? A couple drops on the bedding. And of course, a heating pad or neck wrap. All useful places to apply the oils or to use the oils in order to aid sleep as well. So I normally use it in my diffuser. Very rarely do I have to add it to my pillows, because especially for lavender, I know when I have a full hectic day, which are very much every day like that, I do diffuse lavender to just bring that calmness to my bed routine. Next slide. Relaxing diffuser blends. Now we can see these blends here. So if you have some of these already, or you want to purchase some of these oils, of course, to help you to relax in the evening. So 3 drops of sandalwood, vetiver, lavender, and Roman chamomile. And of course, another version is lavender, bergamot, yang ylang. I know one doesn't like that one, but these oils do bring on a relaxes the body, and to bring on sleep. So if you're having a restless night, or you're struggling to sleep, because a lot of us do struggle to fall asleep, then we can actually put these blends together. And there are other blends, because I have other blends that I've actually used. I do have an ebook, and I do have recipes in the ebook with relaxing oils to help fall asleep. So, several drops. And the thing is about these essential oils, you can blend them, as you can see here. These are recipes that you can blend, and other blends. There are other blends out there which you can put together. Next slide, Jay. Yeah, we spoke about a bath. Have a bath before bed, or a shower, and you can apply your Epsom salts and pour your oils in your bath. Just have a bit, or in the shower. And as Fawn said, she actually used a shampoo, added to her shampoo for her hair. The beauty of these oils is that they are versatile. And for those who have been using them and just been introduced to them, they're versatile. So you may think of lavender is just for sleep, but no, for being calm. Even if you're out and about and you have a bite on your skin, lavender is a go-to as well. So they're just versatile to use them. Next slide. So applying to the pillows and the bedding, few drops here and there. Have a bottle, spray bottle with and spritz in the room with the bedding. And again, there's more recipes, more blends that you can blend together. But it's just, and this just shows us various ways how we can get the use of these oils. Next slide. Heating pad or on the neck. As you can see on the screen here, it talks about the kitchen towel or the sewing machine. There's just various ways how you can make the actual heating pad. So yeah, because you've got a machine at home that needs to be in use, you can actually make a heating pad yourself. You add the flax seeds or rice into the bag.
You can see it, right?
And you order, yes, heating pad.
Are you comfortable?
Apply to the neck.
Yeah. Thanks for cooking. Yeah.
And you've got a microwave to heat it up. So just give you different ways of how we can use the oils. Also, we can use the oils at the bottom of our feet. Now, the feet has quite thick padding. Next slide, Jay. The feet has a thick padding, and so We apply the oil. If you got sensitive skin, you can actually use a carrier oil with it. I don't always use a carrier oil. I just apply the oil to the skin. However, to have the oil remain longer on the skin, I apply the coconut oil over the oil. So I have the essential oil on my skin, on the bottom of my feet, then I apply the fractionated coconut oil. So it stays longer, much longer on my feet. And of course, I go to bed with that. These are various ways: massage, of course, on all the areas where there's a pulse, so inside of the wrist, hair, the temples, back of the neck, shoulders, back, feet, all over. We can use various different oils. And these are the same oils I mentioned earlier: lavender, frankincense, vetiver. You can always, so we're not just saying you can diffuse, but you can also apply them to massage them into the body to have that a more restful, peaceful night's rest. Another way to use the oil also is to make a cup of tea. Next slide, Jane. I think that's next slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a cup of tea. And of course, for those who drink coffee, I always say to clients, you don't want to drink your coffee past 2 o'clock in the day, because the caffeine is going to keep you up at night. So no caffeinated drink. If you want to have a peaceful night's rest and be able to put your head on a pillow and fall asleep, not to have any caffeinated drinks after 2 o'clock in the day, 2 p.m. If you're on a night shift, that's another, conversation. But if you're going to bed in the hours of between 8 to 10, 11, you don't want to have your coffee then. But of course, the essential oils, you can have your warm teas. So lemon and honey, lavender, chamomile, all herbal teas. Because remember, these oils are herbs. So you can take them in with it. Of course, some oils. I wouldn't then advise to say you're going to use oregano, because oregano is a hot oil and you just don't want to take it neat at all. But these are just some examples of some of the oils that you can use as a tea. Jay, over to you.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to look at some products that are specific for sleep and relaxation. You can use them during the day as well if you're feeling particularly stressed or anxious and you just need some moments to relax. But they're very helpful for helping you fall asleep at night. So let's have a look at these products. Before we look at the products, there are some diffusers that you can use. So these are some of the diffusers that doTERRA actually sell. And I have these two. This one is a really good one, but this particular one, it's called a Lumo diffuser. And what happens is they've created after doing a lot of research. And what happens is it actually diffuses every 5 minutes. So instead of a constant stream of diffusing, it diffuses. There's a setting, I don't know if you can see, but it says 10 hours here. That's that's a setting that you would put on at nighttime, and it will pump for 5 minutes and then it will stop. And then it will pump again. And they found that this is really effective in actually diffusing around the room. So that's a Lumo diffuser. And the Petal diffuser is on a setting of 2, 4, or 6 hours now, I think. The one I have is a maximum of 4, but I think it goes up to 6 now. Is that right, Sonia?
Yeah, it goes up to 6, yes.
Yeah. So that's also very good. People do use that during the night, and they say it's very, very useful. They have bought cheaper diffusers, thinking, okay, let's economize and buy them for about £10 or £15 off Amazon. And then when they get this one, they can really tell the difference. They see that the diffuser, we may think that a diffuser is just a diffuser. It's just dispersing essential oils into the atmosphere. But the quality of how it actually pumps that oil out actually varies. And if it's not a good one and it's a cheap one, it won't be diffusing it very well. So I've had quite a few customers who bought cheaper ones and then come back to buy one of the doTERRA ones. This one I don't have and I've never used before, but that's available as well. I don't know if you've got that. I think that's called the Lotus.
Lotus.
Yeah. So one of my, I guess it's kind of like a favorite of mine when I want to be grounded. I use it for grounding. you can use this when you want to relax and you want to do a presentation, for example. You can use it, put it on the bottom of your feet, as Sonia has already explained, or on your palms and breathe it in. So that helps you relax before you've got something important to do. Maybe you need to talk to somebody and you need to be in a relaxed state before you go and have that conversation. So you can use this then, but it also helps at night time. So you can put it on the bottom of your feet about half an hour before you go to bed, and it takes you into that very tranquil, you know, balancing kind of feeling and helps you fall asleep. A lot of people actually use this in the morning as well. They set an intention and they go through the day with a sense of, you know, balance, as the word says, and it's a blend. So it's got the different oils in it to help you be in that sense of self and confidence. So you can use this to massage as well before. If you have a husband or a partner, get them to massage this into you.
Good.
So the other one is breathe. This, many people actually have said it really helps them. One thing it really helps with is snoring. So if you or your partner snore, or even your child or somebody in the next door room, and it's causing you disturbance, just diffuse breathe in the, it's not called breathe, I'm sorry, it's called air now, and it's called the respiratory blend, and you can diffuse that in the room through the night. And what it does is it opens up the airways, allowing them to breathe clearly so that they're not snoring. So it can really promote a good restful night's sleep. And again, you can apply this to the bottom of your feet, you can diffuse it, and you can massage it onto your chest and back. Always use these oils that I'm mentioning with carrier oils if you're using it on your body. And obviously in the diffuser, it's going in with water. On your body, always make sure that you're using it with a carrier oil. And then this is Serenity. So Serenity comes as a complex. It comes with these capsules, as you can see, and also an oil. So we always encourage, if somebody's, you know, they have insomnia, really struggling to sleep, we suggest that they get the complex. So they take the capsules and use the oil, and we would advise them to take this about half an hour before they go to sleep. So you rub Serenity onto the bottom of your feet, as we've explained before, or you can put it in your diffuser. What I do is sometimes if I struggle to sleep, I use lavender sometimes, and I use Serenity sometimes, and I'm normally facing my husband, and there's no pillow space in between. So what I do is I actually put it on his shoulder where I can breathe it in, and within seconds I'm asleep. That works really, really well for me. So it doesn't just, and by then he's fast asleep. He has got no clue what's going on, but that works really well for me. And on other occasions, if I've gone to bed earlier, I may put a couple of drops on my pillow. But I've also made the spritzers. So I put Serenity and water into a spray bottle, and I spray it before I go to bed. So it creates a really nice atmosphere and really nice ambience in the room when you do that. When you go into the room, it's got a really nice smell. So I just spray that on the pillows and on the bed. And they're the three oils. There are other oils. Obviously, Sonia has mentioned quite a few of them, and you can put them into blends. These blends, these three are already blended up, and you know, they've been proven to help with sleep. So you may want to try these, and you can go back to Sonia if you've come here through Sonia, or if you want to know more about that, you can ask me too. And what we want to do is just open up to questions.
Yeah.
So if you've got a question, please unmute yourself, and we will help you the best we can. Anybody got a question on any of these? Actually, what I'll do is I'll stop recording, sorry.